Welcome to Move with Freedom Yoga. My name is Michelle, and in today's session, I'm going to be talking about the chakras, specifically the root chakra. We're doing a lot of poses in standing and really grounding down into the earth, finding our sense of balance and security. So, when you're ready to go, grab your mat and let's get started. But before we start our flow, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, Move with Freedom Yoga. And let me know what your favorite chakra is in the comments. So we'll start here in our seated position, and we'll start with our 3 full breaths. So inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Second breath, inhale and exhale. And our last breath, inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. We'll take arms overhead. Do a side bend to your right first. So your right hand plants, left hand over to the side. And then come back to the middle, and then we'll go over to the other side, left. And then come back to center. Take the hands to the knees, and let's do some seated cats and cows. All right. So let's circle the hips round and around. So the root chakra is the first chakra of our 7 chakra systems, the energy system, so, or the wheel, if you will. This is the first one. And it stands for centers around safety. Let's go the opposite direction. Security and grounding down, stability, right? So we're talking about our basic needs being met in this chakra. All right, let's cross the legs the opposite way. So security, survival, take the hands down, forward fold. Survival, manifestation. Think stability and strength. And we'll go the opposite way. Open up the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Look up. And then come to center. We'll cross the legs or come forward. Do our crossed legs. And we'll do cats and cows. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Breathe in and out. We're holding these postures a little longer than my normal flows to give you time to really feel what the pose is supposed to elicit, right? The strength, the stability, the security. And then come back to center. We're going to take a resting pose with this, which is called child's pose. So take the hips to the heels and then lay your body down towards the floor. We'll take one more breath. All right, back to hands and knees. Tuck the toes under, and we'll come to our first downward facing dog. Heels down towards the floor, hands are on the mat, pushing your body away from the mat. I like to think about pushing my body away from the mat so I can really elongate the arms, elongate the hips up towards the ceiling, and facilitate a grounding down through the heels. Now we're going to bend your right knee, straighten out your left, and then do the opposite. Bend your left, straighten out your right, and then keep going at your own pace. So maybe it's faster than I'm going. Maybe it's the same speed. Maybe you're going slower. All right, and come to stillness.
We're going to lift the heels up and lower them down. Lift the heels up, lowering them down. They never have to touch down, but get as close as your body will allow, especially without any pain or discomfort. Lowering and lifting. All right, we'll lower the heels. Look towards the hands, and you're going to walk your feet forward and come to a forward fold. Hands down towards the floor, or maybe they're on your ankles or your shins. And then let's roll up slowly, taking your time, coming up. Once we hit the mountain pose, we're going to roll the shoulders backwards. Good. And then roll the shoulders forwards. From mountain pose, settle in. Feel your feet on the ground. Your hips are in alignment from right to left. Shoulders are also in alignment from right to left. They're down away from your ears, and your palms are open. So during this class, we'll be doing our I am affirmations. The first affirmation is I am safe. I am safe. The second one is I am confident that all my needs are met. I am confident that all my needs are met. And our third affirmation is I am well. Let's start with 3 sun salutation. Bring the arms overhead. Touch down towards the floor, towards your toes. Lift up halfway. Fold down all the way, taking your hands to the floor, stepping your right leg back and holding this runner's lunge. We're going to be revisiting the runner's lunge throughout the class. Take your right knee down, tuck the toes under, and lift up, arms overhead. So our grounding down is our center is the feet, the foot on the left side and the knee on the right. Let's take the hands down to frame the foot, untuck the right toe, and then come to a plank position. So you're going to step the right foot, left foot to meet the right. And then bring your knees down to the floor. Bring your chest and your chin down. And then leave your body onto the floor. Look down towards your hands and hold. So we're going to find stability in the hands touching the floor, in the belly, and in the thighs, and the tops of your feet. Let those be your areas of security. Let's transition back to hands and knees. So using the strength of your arms, push the floor away from you. Bring your body up to hands and knees. Tuck the toes under. Second downward facing dog. Let's take 2 breaths. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Second breath, inhale. And exhale. Look towards the front of the mat and step forward to your forward fold. Fold down and raise your body up. Tall mountain, reaching the arms overhead. We're going to hold this first tall mountain, holding this posture. Take the hands by your side. Say out loud or in your mind, I am safe. I am confident that my needs are met. And I am well. Let's do the other side. Reaching the arms up overhead. Holding your tall mountain. Touching down, Uttanasana or forward fold. Let's do a halfway lift. Hands to shins, flat back. Fold down, hands to the floor. Step your left leg back and hold. And again, your points of stability are your hands and your balls of your of your left foot, the leg that's in the back, nice and stable. We'll bring the knee down. Walk or lift the arms up overhead, reaching the arms over towards the ceiling. Fingers are pointing up towards the ceiling, the sky, the universe, ultimately. And then we'll take the hands down to frame the foot. Untuck your left toes, your left knee. Step back to your plank, looking down towards your hands. Lower down knees, chest, and chin. Flatten your belly onto the ground for our second time. This time you're going to raise your hands up off the ground and hold. Find strength in the core muscles, especially in your upper back. Take the hands down. Come back through hands and knees, pushing the floor away from you. With your arms, tuck the toes under. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths in your dog. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Second breath, inhale. And exhale. Look forward towards your hands. Big step or small steps. Find your way forward. Flat back. Fold down. And then rise up. Tall mountain. Again, we're going to hold this tall mountain, reaching the arms up overhead. And then take the hands to heart center this time. Thinking or saying your affirmations: I am safe. I'm confident that all my needs are met. And I am well. All right, last sun salutation, reaching the arms up overhead, tall mountain. Touch down towards the floor. Take a halfway lift. Fold down. Find your way back to plank this time. So both legs come to a plank position. Knees can be down if you need the modification. Let's hold it here for 1 more breath. In and out. Let's repeat: knees, chest, chin. Knees, chest, chin. Come forward onto your belly. Keep your hands right where they are, just as you did before. But this time I want you to engage the muscles of your belly. And then take your hands either out to the side, like an airplane, or clasp them behind you, interlacing your fingers. Maybe your feet float up off the ground, one at a time, or both. Wherever you are, hold. Feel your strength. Feel your own stability. Be strong for yourself. If your feet are up, go ahead and bring them down. If your hands are clasped behind you, let go. Take the hands by the chest. And then tuck your toes under, either going to hands and knees again, or pushing up to plank, and then to your downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale for 1. Exhale out. Second one, inhale. And exhale. Look towards your hands. I want you to bend the knees and look forward. And using the power of your legs, jump as far forward as you can towards your hands. Good. Flatten the back. Fold it down. Raise your body up, reaching up for that tall mountain. And then taking your hands right to your heart. Think, I am safe. Right? Sometimes when we do something that we're not familiar with, maybe jumping forward is not typically in your practice, but you've tried it, or it is in your practice and you felt really good about how you did it, or it needs to, or you need more practice with it. Either way, you did a great job. Let's stand in our mountain pose. All right, take the hands by your side. From mountain pose, let's focus on being our own strength. It is good to have people that you can count on to help in any situation that you need, but it's also empowering for you to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and be your own stability point. So let's focus on that as we move through this practice. So from our mountain pose, we're going to reach the arms up overhead, tall mountain, palms face each other. Stabilize yourself on your left foot and bring your right heel up to start. If you want a little bit more, you're going to lift that right knee. And then step back to a runner's lunge. So both the knee and the hip bends as you come down, hands on either side of the foot. From our runner's lunge, we're going to push into that left foot and come all the way up to our crescent pose, holding that crescent pose up, stable, solid. All right, and then we'll come back down to runner's lunge. Look towards the back foot, rotate down so that your toes are pointing to the long edge of your mat, and then come to our warrior 2. Nothing says strength like a good warrior 2 position. Gaze at the middle finger of your left arm, strong, with a sense of power, stability, safety. Hold it a little longer. You got it. You got it. I'm going to straighten out that front leg, the left leg. Turn it towards the long edge of your mat. Bring the arms overhead. And we're going to do a wide leg forward fold. Take the hands down towards the floor, fingertips or palms, and hold. Hold this stretch. Put a micro bend in your knee or a bigger bend if needed. You can also have blocks here if you have need to bring the floor up a little bit closer to your body. Put blocks down. And then from here, we're going to walk the hands back up or take the body back up towards wide stance. And then turn the left toes forward, come back to warrior 2. From our warrior 2, we're going to cartwheel down, taking the hands on either side of the foot, back to runner's lunge. So we're going to be in a runner's lunge a lot in this sequence. Walk the right foot a little bit closer to the left, and then balance on your left leg. Notice I'm not lifting my right leg up high right now, just to show you that you don't have to lift it high in order to get this strength from that left leg going. If you want to bring it up a little bit more, you're going to use the strength of your glutes and hamstrings and lift your leg up. Be mindful that you don't turn your toes, and I'm exaggerating this. Turn your toes out to the side. Keep them down. Hold. Keep your toes down towards the floor. Your thighs are parallel to the floor and not out to the right side. All right, we're going to bring your right foot to meet your left and roll all the way up to a tall mountain, bringing the arms overhead. And the hands come right by your side. Let's find a tree pose here. So from your mountain pose, tree pose, palms out, open. If you find yourself wobbling a little bit in any balance, do your best to kind of go with it until you find that sweet spot in the center. And then we'll take the hands down by the side and your feet down, your foot down. Let's do the other side. So hands all the way up. Lift the left heel. If that's okay, you want a little bit more, lift the foot. Lift the knee up towards the chest. And then we're going to step that left foot back, runner's lunge. Hold your runner's lunge. Look forward. Again, find that strength. Be the person that you would call in an emergency. Be the person you'd call in an emergency. Be your strong self. From here, we're coming up to a crescent pose. As a modification, you can walk your hands up for crescent and then come up to the full crescent. Take the hands down to frame the foot. Look back towards that left foot. Turn it out to the side, long edge of the mat, and then come up to that warrior two. You're looking to the middle finger of the right arm. It's a strong posture. The good thing about being in this pose, not only feeling strong and capable, but it gives you time to make any adjustments to your body. So if you feel that, see that your toe is not in alignment, or your front toe, your back toe is not in alignment, you have time to make the changes. Hold. All right, let's straighten out that front leg. Take the hands to the hips, turn your body to the long edge of the mat. Keep your hands on your hips. Move, look up towards the ceiling, and then come for that forward fold, flexing down towards the floor. Your hands can stay at your hips, or you can let them drape down towards the floor. Hips are high, head is low, wide leg, forward fold. Let's make our way back out, bringing the hands back to the hips. Bend the knees a little bit if you need to bring yourself back up. I'm going to go to warrior two once again, turning the right toes forward, coming back to your warrior two, and then cartwheel the hands down towards the floor. Hold, again, another runner's lunge. And then your left foot's going to walk closer to your right, and then lift that leg again. Notice it's not high. It doesn't have to be high in order for you to feel the effects of the strength of the right leg. If you can lift higher without turning your toes out to the side, then go ahead and lift higher. But cheat that toe towards midline rather than letting it kick out to the left side. And then the left foot's going to meet the right. Roll all the way up to mountain pose. And then let's take tree pose, taking the left foot anywhere you want on your right leg, and then open up, palms open, hold it here. This is a strong posture because you need to be strong to hold your balance here on that one leg. Palms are open. Then take the foot down, take the hands by your side. Find your strength in stillness and silence for a moment. We're going to add back in our I am affirmations. I am safe. I am confident that all my needs are met. And I am well. We're going to add on to our sequence, giving it a little bit of spice, like I like to say, giving it a little bit of spice. So here we go. Bring the arms up. You can be up on your toes or bring that knee all the way up towards the chest. In a powerful move, take your hands down to the floor, come to your runner's lunge and hold. Great. Come up to your crescent pose. Again, you can walk the hands up or lift up from the floor using the strength of your legs, using the strength of your core. Palms face front. And then we're going to take the elbows down into the ribs. And as we take the knee down towards the floor and then back up. Come on, you can do it. Down, ground down, feel strong. Own your strength. And up. Good. Let's take the hands down, frame the foot, runner's lunge once again. Rotate out to the side, warrior two. Land, strong. Make a gentle fist with your left hand. Make a gentle fist with your right hand. Bring the arms close. We're going to pull back on an inhale. Exhale and punch forward. Pull back, inhale. Push out, exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Good. Open up to warrior two. Turn your body to the side. We've been here before. Leave the hands out like an airplane. Tee the arms out. Flex at the hips. Push the hips back. And then hold. All right. Imagine that you're going to touch the walls, the side walls with those fingertips. Move them away from the body. Elongate out. Slight bend in the knees, but they're towards straight. And then now let's take the hands down. Rest for a moment. Roll all the way up to a nice, tall spine. And then we'll transition back to warrior two, turning the left toes out, opening up to warrior two. And then from warrior two, we're going to transition to a runner's lunge. So let's take the runner's lunge. All right, from here, you can repeat what we did before, where we stepped the foot forward and then went to your splits. Or from a lunge position, use the strength of the legs, use the strength of your glutes, use your determination to pop up into your half split, your standing splits. All right, we're going to play with the balance a little bit more. Take your left hand and maybe wrap it around your left ankle. Let's place the left hand onto the floor. And then bring your right foot to meet the left. Forward fold. And then come on up. We're going to a tall mountain. The arms are going to go over our heads. We'll inhale and exhale. Take the hands by your side. Good job. Let's do tree pose on this side. Bring your arms up. Standing on your left leg. Right knee out to the side. Both arms reaching up and out. Maybe even opening up a little bit more. And then take the hand down by your side. Take your feet flat. All right, let's do the other side. Standing on the right leg, lift up arms and legs. And you can stay here if that serves you better. Or if we're working on the balance and strength and the core muscles, we're going to lift up. And then a powerful step back to that runner's lunge. Go for it. Hold. Find your inner strength. Coming to crescent pose. Walking the hands up or going from the floor, pushing down into the right foot as your arms and your body goes up towards the ceiling. Face the palms forward. Get ready to bend the knee, bringing the left knee down towards the floor, elbows to the side. This is 1. We're doing 2 more. 2. And 3. All right, coming back. Down for runner's lunge. And then find warrior 2. Rotate that back foot. Come on up. Open up. We're going to do those bow and arrow hands again. So right hand makes a gentle fist. Left hand also, bring it back. Inhale as you pull back. Exhale as you punch forward. That's power. Let's do it again. Pull back. One more time, pull. And then easy. Back to warrior 2. Turn your body to the long edge of your mat. Raise the arms up overhead, reaching up. Flex at the hips. Keep the arms reaching forwards. So now we have a front and back position. Fingertips forward, hips back. Fingertips forward, hips back. Fingertips forward, hips back. You are strong, you are safe, you are secure. You are powerful. And we're going to come right back up, keeping the arms overhead. Awesome. Turn your right toes to the front. Find that warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down, framing the foot. And let's pop right up to standing split. Doing your best to keep that toe from turning out to the side. Rotate it down into the socket so that you can face the floor. Upping the balance game, right hand to the right ankle. Let's take the hand back to the floor. Left foot meets the right. Round up. And let's take tree pose on this side. Find your tree. Bring your arms up. And then take your foot down, take your hands down. Let's go through one more pass. A little bit more spice, just a little bit more. Stand on your right leg. Take your arms up overhead. Bring your knee up. And then step back with power. Runner's lunge. Crescent pose. Knee down to the floor. Down and up. Let's come down to your runner's lunge. And then warrior two. Hold your warrior two. Turn your body all the way to the side. Bring your arms up overhead. Forward fold. Let's hold on to each ankle. Right hand to right ankle, left hand to left ankle. And guide your top of your head down towards the floor. Forward fold. Let's come through center. Make your way back up. Bringing the arms overhead. Warrior two. All right, here's our transition. You're going to cartwheel down and find your standing split again. Cartwheel down, standing split right away. And then balance, right hand to right ankle, left hand to right ankle. And in your mind, get ready to transition. Let's bring the hands back to the floor, right to a tree pose. So guide the left foot forward, find your tree, plant, and grow. Right? Because that's what we want to do. We want to plant ourselves right where we are in our strength and then grow from there. Let's take the foot down, take the hands down. All right, good. We have one more side. Let's go. Bringing the arms up. Bring that right leg up. Step back to your runner's lunge. Come up to crescent pose. One knee down. Take it down and up. And then warrior two. Opening up. Finding that warrior two. Fingers forward on the left. Fingers back on the right. All right, let's take the arms up one more time. Rotate to the long edge of your mat. Looking up. Come down, forward, fold. We're going to make this a wide leg, downward facing dog. So the hands walk off your mat, probably. More than likely, walk off your mat. And then downward dog. So taking the head down towards the floor. The feet are wide. Heels are down. Just as you would in a typical downward facing dog, but with wide legs. Look forward towards your hands as you walk your hands back towards your feet. Roll up slowly to standing position. Turn your left toes out. We're back to that warrior two. All right, get ready to cartwheel down, runner's lunge. And then lift the right leg up. Standing split. Take the left hand to the left ankle. Take the right hand to the left ankle and balance. If you need to tap that right foot down, go ahead and tap it down. Good. And then we'll take the hands back onto the floor and using the strength of our mind and body, transition to a tree pose. Right foot is going to meet on the left leg, anywhere. Come on up, find it. Again, plant and grow. We'll take that right foot down, hands by your side, mountain pose. Fantastic job. All right, we're going to repeat our affirmations once again in standing. I am safe. I am confident that all my needs are met, and I am well. Let's come down to the floor. Bring your arms up and inhale. Exhale, touch down. We'll do a halfway lift. Fold all the way down and come to your hands and knees. We'll transition to the first posture that we did. We're going through cats and cows first. All right, cross your ankles behind you and then find a seat. And we're back onto the ground. So again, this was a chakra flow, focusing on your center, finding your strength, safety, security, finding a way to plant yourself and grow from there. All our needs are met. Slide the hands out by the side. Let's lift the arms overhead. Inhale. Bring the hands to your forehead. I am safe. We'll separate the hands once again as we do an inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Hands to your mouth. I am confident that all my needs are met. Our last breath will separate the hands, bring the arms up overhead, and land at our beautiful heart center. And end with our last affirmation, I am well. I want to thank you so much for sharing this chakra practice, this root chakra practice with me. Again, I would like to remind you to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and leave a kind comment, and also let me know what is your favorite chakra. Until we meet again, and as always in parting, be well.